Hello, my name is Marcos Ariel, and it's a great pleasure being here at the Brooklyn Public Library as part of their virtual classical interlude series. Thank you very much all for watching, and I'm going to be playing some of the beautiful composition of the beloved composer, Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim. Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. I just did Wave, one of the most famous composition by Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim, and that became like a jazz standard, playing all over the world. Musicians love to play that tune. What a lovely composition. And now the next song I'm gonna do has the original title of Zingaro, and Jobim wrote in New York. He was com saudades, né? He was missing Brazil, missing Rio de Janeiro, and he was watching a musician playing the Spanish guitar, playing flamenco, and he started to cry. He was so beautiful, the music, that he became very, get inspiration from that music, and then he wrote Zingaro. That what a beautiful song that I like to play Zingaro, doing on the introduction some feelings, some flamenco feelings, some Spain music, and the song after that, Chico Buarque wrote the lyric, and the song became Retrato em Branco e Preto. right. Thank you very much. What a beautiful composition by Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim, lyrics from written by Chico Buarque. And it's amazing because the first Bossa Nova song that became really famous all over the world was Miguel from Ipanema. Was a composition that Antônio Carlos Jobim wrote with Newton Mendonça, who was a great piano player as Tom Jobim, as Maestro Antônio Carlos. And they used to, to do gigs, back on the 60s, during the Bossa Nova time. They used to play gigs on the beginning in Copacabana, the little bars, little clubs, all night, playing gigs and stuff. And so they used to write some beautiful songs together. And they wrote One Note Samba, and also they wrote this one that I'm gonna do now. And this song, nobody kind of liked the song. They wrote the song and they showed it to João Gilberto, which was famous, already famous in that time. And João Gilberto doesn't like the song, And they tried to show to some publishing company. Nobody cares about the song. The song was a little tricky, was a little, let's say, a little advanced for the time. But finally, Stan Getz, the famous, the amazing tenor saxophonist, heard the song. And wow, what a beautiful melody, who did that? Oh, Jobim, please, I would love to record an album with that song. And so they, Stan Getz invite Antônio Carlos Jobim, João Gilberto, and they record an album in New York at the studio, and the album was released in 1962, the LP, and it sold 1 million copies in the first week and became a sucesso internacional, international success, as Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim used to mention. And that's the song. Quando eu vou cantar, você não deixa, e logo vem aquela queixa. Diz que eu desafio que eu não sei cantar. Você é tão bonita, mas tua beleza também pode te enganar. Se você disser que eu desafio, amor, saiba que isso em mim provoca imensa dor. Só privilegiados têm ouvido igual ao seu. Eu possuo apenas o que Deus me deu. Se você insiste em classificar meu comportamento diante musical, eu mesmo mentindo devo argumentar. Isso é bossa nova, é muito natural. O que você não sabe nem sequer presente é que os desafinados também têm um coração. Mas eu fotografei você na minha Rolleiflex. Revelou-se a sua enorme gratidão. Só não poderá falar assim do meu amor. Este é o maior que você pode encontrar, viu? Você com a sua música esqueceu do principal. No peito do desafinado, no fundo do peito bate calado. No peito do desafinado também bate um coração. O que você não sabe nem sequer pressente é que os desafinados também têm um coração. Mas eu fotografei você com a minha Rolleiflex. Revelou-se sua enorme ingratidão. Thank you very much. Desafinado by Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim. It's really a kind of trick song because it hasn't the bridge. You know, usually the jazz standards or a couple of songs they have like a bridge or some kind of intro, or this one has an intro, né? Quando eu vou cantar você não deixe, that's the intro. But then the song it flows all the way, and it changes the key, you know. For me, I'm playing in F, you know, F and then A and then C. So you gotta have the lyric, keep the lyric on your mind, so you don't get lost during the song. That's the amazing, the beautiful thing about Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim music. Looks like simple. It is simple, but it is complicated. It is deep, something beautiful. And we love to play and to listen. Olha que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. Ela menina que vem e que passa num doce balanço, caminho do mar. Moça do corpo dourado do sol de Ipanema, seu balançado é mais que um poema, é a coisa mais linda que eu já vi passar. Porque estou tão sozinho. Porque tudo é tão triste. Beleza que existe. A beleza que não é só minha, que também passa sozinha. Se ela soubesse que quando ela passa, o mundo inteirinho se enche de graça e fica mais lindo por causa do amor. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, she passes go. When she walks, she's just like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gentle, and when she walks, she passes go. Wow. Oh, but I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? I will give my heart gladly. Today, as she walks to the sea, she looks right ahead at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking. And when she passes, I smile, but she doesn't see. She doesn't see. She doesn't see. She doesn't see. What a lovely composition, the famous Girl from Ipanema, and it's still such a great pleasure to be able to play that song and to imagine in Rio de Janeiro, you know, during when Bossa Nova Bossa Nova begins, you know, early 50s, early 60s, late 50s, yeah. That was Bossa Nova, when Bossa Nova started. And the great thing about Bossa Nova, because Bossa Nova has lots of influence from jazz. As well, jazz musicians and jazz singer, everybody love Bossa Nova, and we love jazz. In Brazil, we love jazz, we play jazz, and it's great, those rhythms, those music style get together. And you know, when we do jam session, we can play Bossa Nova or jazz standard and mix together also. So Antônio Carlos Jobim has one composition. The English title is Useless Landscape. Inútil Paisagem. It's such a beautiful song. And one day I was playing the song, and I found myself playing a blues from from Thelonious Monk, you know. That's funny because they kind of merge the songs, you know. So the cultural merge, and it's a beautiful to see that, you know, everybody together, everybody playing music all over the world, you know. And I'm gonna do now Useless Landscape with a little touch of blue. right. Thank you very much. That was the mixing of blues and bossa nova, Thelonious Blue Monk, and Maestro Antonio Carlos Jobim. Useless landscape. Yes, you know, I'm really feeling really good. It feels really great. I have a chance to be here at Brooklyn Public Library, you know, as part of their virtual classical interlude series. I'm sorry, I gotta read that because, you know, we are, you know, all acting a little different. So, but we very happy. I'm very happy to be here. Virtual classical interlude series. Thank you very much, the Brooklyn Public Library, for having me, and thank you for watching. It's really an amazing chance to present some of the beautiful music by Maestro, lovely, beloved composer, great musician, Maestro Antonio Carlos Jobim. And you know, we have in Brazil, the first Brazilian music style that was born around 1860 was choro. You know, chorinho, choro, was the combination of the European music with the batucada, with the music, the African rhythms and African culture, you know, and as the same with the blues. The blues is the first American music style, one of the first. So our base, the Brazilian music base is chorinho, choro, and the American music base is the blues, you know, and that's really amazing because Maestro Antonio Carlos Jobim he used to love chorinho. We love choro, you know, like just to give an example. This one is one of the most Brazilian chorinho composition. Example of a chorinho. Now it's kind of, I remember when the first time I went to Los Angeles, I went to LA to promote my first album in 1989, and I was hanging, you know, going some clubs, meeting some musicians, you know, going to some jam session, but at the time I remember nobody kind of knew about chorinho. Everybody knows about samba and bossa nova, but choro was something new. And today I'm glad that New York has the choro ensemble, and they play everywhere choro on the United States, which is great. And one of the rhythm from Europe that became very popular in Brazil and very famous was the waltz, and one of the classical traditional European rhythms, music styles. And Antonio Carlos Jobim wrote one of the most famous waltz all over in Brazil, and became a theme in a very popular soap opera a long time ago, and it's a beautiful song. I'll do for you. Olha no céu imenso e amarela, tão redonda a lua, como flutua, vem navegando azul do firmamento, e num silêncio lento, um trovador cheio de estrelas. Escuta agora a canção que eu fiz pra te esquecer, Luísa. Eu sou apenas um pobre amador, apaixonado, um aprendiz do teu amor. Acorda, amor, que eu sei que embaixo desta leve mora um coração. Vem cá, Luísa, dá-me tua mão. O teu desejo é sempre meu desejo, vem me exorciza, dá-me tua boca. E a rosa louca vem me dar um beijo e um raio de sol nos teus cabelos, como um brilhante que partindo a luz explode em 7 cores, revelando então os 7.000 amores que eu guardei somente pra te dar, Luísa. Wow, another beautiful composition by Maestro Antonio Carlos Jobim. Thank you very much. I did Luísa, the waltz, and I was doing Luísa, and I remember, Eu Sei Que Vou Te Amar. I Know I'm Gonna Love You. Huh? Eu Sei Que Vou Te Amar, by Antonio Carlos Jobim. And you know, I'm playing here some songs by Maestro Antonio Carlos Jobim, and I start to remember another beautiful song written by Maestro Jobim. I'll play for you this one. I think you know which one. Gigi by Maestro Antonio Carlos Jobim. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I'm gonna drink a little water just to keep the voice going. Thank you very much for watching. What a great pleasure have a chance to be here at the Brooklyn Public Library virtually as part of their virtual classical interlude series. You know, and it feels really good. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you for having me. Thank you for watching. And we're gonna go through all that, and pretty soon I hope we're gonna be live. I mean, we are live, but we're gonna be close. Close to you. I hope I'll be close to you soon. So I did that song Dindi by Antonio Carlos Jobim, and he wrote that song in a ranch that belonged to his family a long time, in a city called São José do Vale do Rio Preto, you know, in Rio de Janeiro country, in the mountains. And they used to have a river on that ranch, and the river Rio Dirindi, and so he called the Rio Dindi. So, and then he wrote the song, and the song tell about the wind, the river, and the nature, and Jobim also used to love the birds, as you know. I think all the musicians love the birds, you know. And in Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil, we have like during the summer, the sabiá, you know sabiá? Yeah. They sing it in the summer, and then there is also another one, trinca-ferro, beautiful bird, but sing more on the mountains of Rio de Janeiro, on the not rainforest, the preservation areas, you know. That's trinca-ferro. And Jobim wrote one of his most famous songs inspired by a bird. That the bird sings like that. You know, take your time, and again. And wow, beautiful. And that bird is not much familiar because he sings more, he lives more in the country. And you know, his chant is only this. And he sings afternoon, during the night, he sings the whole day, whenever he feels good, he's singing. Matita Pereira is the name of the bird. And it's amazing because just, you know, kind of nobody knows the bird because we pay attention in every sound, you know, like I love the mockingbird, the cardinal, all the birds, wherever I go, I pay attention to the birds, the way they sing, the way they act. So, inspired in that bird, Matita Pereira, Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim wrote: é pau, é pedra, é o fim do caminho, é um resto de toco, é um pouco sozinho, é um caco de vidro, é a vida do sol, é a noite, é a morte, é o laço, é o anzol, peroba do campo, o nó da madeira, cainga, candeia, é o Matita Pereira, madeira de vento, tombo da ribanceira, mistério profundo, queira ou não queira, é o vento ventando, é o fim da ladeira, é a vida, é o vão, festa da comeira, é a chuva chovendo, conversa ribeira, as águas de março, é o fim da canseira, é o pé, é o chão, é a mastradeira, passarinho na mão, pedra de atiradeira, uma ave no céu, uma ave no chão, um regato, uma fonte, pedaço de pão, é o fundo do poço, é o fim do caminho, do rosto e desgosto, é um ponto sozinho, é um estrepe, é um prego, é uma ponta, é um ponto, é um pingo pingando, é uma conta, é um ponto, é um peixe, é um gesto, é uma prata brilhando, é a luz da manhã, é o tijolo chegando, é a areia, é o dia, é o fim da picada, garrafa de cama, chega na estrada, projeto da casa, é um corpo na cama, é o carro enguiçado, é a lama, é um passo, é uma ponte, é o sapo amarrando, é o resto de mato, na luz da manhã, são as águas de março fechando o verão, é a promessa de vida no seu coração. sapo, é uma rã, é um belo horizonte, é uma febre terçã. São as águas de março fechando o verão, é a promessa de vida no seu coração. São as águas de março fechando o verão, é a promessa de vida no seu coração. São as águas de março fechando o verão, é a promessa de vida no seu coração. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Waters of March, what a beautiful, lovely melody, and all about that bird. It's beautiful. And Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim, really a great man, a great composer, very simple man. He used to hang in Rio de Janeiro, in some spots, some bars, and say hello and talk. And I recorded 2 albums playing his songs, piano com Tom Jobim and alone with Jobim. I did 2 albums playing the music of Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim. And in 1992, I met him in person the first time at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. He was doing a concert there, sold out, of course. And I got a backstage pass. I have a chance to hang with the band. I used to know all the band, and I was introduced to him. We talked, and then in that same year, he did his only concert in Lisbon, Portugal, in a beautiful location, Mosteiro dos Jerônimos, by the Rio Tejo. And I was there at the same time doing a few gigs in Lisbon, and I used to know the producers, and they called me one day. Hey Marcos, can you please do the sound check, the piano for Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim, because he has been traveling all over Europe. He's tired. Of course. What time? Send me the limo. I'll come to me. So I went there and did the sound check for the concert, and he stayed the whole night for the concert. And then after that, we went for dinner in Lisbon, and we had a great conversation, and we had a chance to hang for 1 week. And after that, 1992, we used to hang in Rio, also Rio de Janeiro, and a couple of times I met him, but in 1994 he passed away. And what a beautiful life, what a beautiful music. Thank you very much, Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim, for your beautiful music, for your message to preserve the forest, to keep the birds singing and the waters flowing and the air clean. You always used to fight for that, and your music, so beautiful. Well, I'm really happy being here at the Brooklyn Public Library as part of their virtual, what a difficult word for me, but I'll learn, don't worry. Virtual Classical Interludes Series. I'm learning, I'm practicing, and I will thank you very much. What a great pleasure to spend that moment playing that beautiful music, lovely. I feel I'm on heaven. I'm in heaven here with you at the Brooklyn Public Library. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna play one more song by Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim. And I would say I'll play one of his songs that he became very famous. He talks about Rio de Janeiro. And I wrote also a song, a tribute to Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim, inspired in that song, Samba do Avião. I wrote a rap do Rio, with some words about my walks in Rio, my going to the beach, going to a walk, hanging in Rio, and I'll say for you, Samba do Avião is like that. Vejo o Rio de Janeiro, estou morrendo de saudade. Rio, seu mar, praias sem fim, braços abertos sobre a Guanabara. E este samba é só porque eu gosto de você. A morena vai sambar, seu corpo todo balançar. Rio de sol, de céu, de mar. Dentro de mais um minuto estaremos no Tom Jobim. Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro. Braços abertos sobre a Guanabara. E este samba é só porque eu gosto de você. A morena vai sambar, seu corpo todo balançar. Aperte o cinto, vamos chegar. Água brilhando, olha a pista chegando e vamos nós. Sobre o Rio de Janeiro, essa cidade popular, com seu povo hospitaleiro, sempre alegre e brejeiro, que trabalha o ano inteiro para brincar no carnaval. Tem floresta, tem montanha, debruçado sobre o mar. A garota, quando passa, faz o povo delirar. A Bahia que encantou o português que a descobriu, é tão linda e fascinante que com o Rio confundiu. Daí que vem o nome do Rio de Janeiro, cidade maravilha que encanta o mundo inteiro. Daí que vem o nome do Rio de Janeiro, cidade maravilha que encanta o mundo inteiro. Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro. Pra quem gosta de curtir o visual da natureza, litoral encantador, praia de Copacabana, do Leme ao Pontal, só tem gente bacana, Redentor abençoando, Zona Sul, Zona Norte, Carioca, é gente boa, sangue bom, é muita sorte. Rocinha, Vidigal, Mangueira, Portela, cidade iluminada, sempre linda, sempre linda. Lugar da harmonia, do batuque do pandeiro, salva a terra, salva a raça, salva o povo brasileiro. Lugar da harmonia, do batuque do pandeiro, salva a terra, salva a raça, salva o povo brasileiro. Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro. Vou de bike, de metrô, de buzu, tô na central. Se tem onda, tô na praia, batucada, tô na mesa, Ipanema, Bossa Nova, vou seguindo a correnteza. Tô na Lapa, Madureira, tô no samba, tô no funk, lavradinho, numa boa, Casa do Porto e Gamboa. Vou pra roda de chorinho, levo um som de primeira, a galera aplaudindo até pedir a saideira. Barra da Tijuca, Vila Isabel, Maracanã. Do Rio de Janeiro, todo mundo é muito fã. Barra Niterói, Vila Isabel, Maracanã. Do Rio de Janeiro, todo mundo é muito fã. Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro. Cidade deliciosa. Se liga no visual. É isso aí, pessoal. Muito obrigado, meus amigos. Thank you very much. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, the Brooklyn Public Library. What a great pleasure. And also you can check my website, www.york.marcosariel.com. And over there you have all the buttons on there to get to my CDs, my music. And I would like to do one more song. I will start with the rhythm from northeast of Brazil. Just to keep the groove. Baião, baião. Triste é saber que ninguém pode viver de ilusão, que nunca vai ser, nunca vai dar. Um sonhador tem que acordar. Tua beleza é um avião demais pro pobre coração, que para pra te ver passar só pra me matar. Triste é viver na sua. Triste é viver na solidão, na dor cruel de uma paixão. Triste é saber que ninguém pode viver de ilusão, que nunca vai ser, nunca vai dar. Um sonhador tem que acordar. Tua beleza é um avião demais pro pobre coração, que para pra te ver passar só pra me matar. Deixa viver na solidão, deixa viver na solidão, deixa viver na solidão, deixa viver na solidão. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. One more time, I would really appreciate the invitation. What an honor being here at Brooklyn Public Library. It's what a lovely moment and beautiful chance to perform a beautiful composition by Maestro Antônio Carlos Jobim. Stay safe. Thank you very much. Ai. Caramba, será que gravou?